from a Michael Jordan statue standing outside the United Center. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke on our sideline. It's Indiana and the Chicago Bulls. The starting fives for our game. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot by George, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there. He's finding all kinds of ways to get
out after it and trying to get second chance points.
Hill gets a screen from Mahimi. Hill with Noah picks him up. That's good. Mahimi's got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent all-around player.
And George kicks to Hill. Gets it to go.
They are really doing it.
Here's Clutch in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. And you can count. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And Steve and Clark, what do you make of his comments to the media after their last game?
Well, when you listen to what he says in these press conferences, and he just comes off as really a humble player, never really makes it up to load up on three-point shots. You got to be able to defend it. And the Bulls did just that. Challenging threes, limiting the number of threes opponents took.
Kevin had to do with defensive versatility. You got guys like Gibson and Noah who can guard multiple positions. And when you have bigs who can get...
Pass to Clutch. A baseline J, and the shot is good. Clutch has got 5 now.
Pad here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for.
Here's West. That's short off the rim. Last outing for Chicago. They won that game against the Raptors.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys, and it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Committed too many turnovers, and they were sloppy with the ball, and that's why they lost.
Hill kicks to Granger. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill kicks to Hill. Jacks up a 3. Hits the bucket. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the
close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And they're making this a game here, putting together a nice run.
Now Johnson. Granger kicks to Hill. Indiana moving the ball around. And the basket by Johnson.
Boy, they keep hammering away at
back to George Hill. Great length and athleticism at the point guard position. Defensive-minded guy. He really fits with the hard nose. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Gibson dishes to Rose. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
This was just the game he needed to snap the cold spell he was in. And he has to be a major relief for his team, guys.
Once in a while, everything's going to click, and that was definitely the case that night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Granger. And it's George in for Orlando Johnson. Hill kicks to George. Hill to stop the run. There's the bucket, good. Hill's got 5 points in the quarter.
The rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with the hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with Brandon Paxson.
3 seconds left, and the shot is good. Granger's got 15. Here's Clutch. The shot no good. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Bulls lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Glad you're spending Saturday night with us. Let's check out what's happened so far. Chicago with the lead against Indiana. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. Derrick Rose not having much difficulty scoring against Indiana. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it.
The Sprint halftime report.
By 9. George with the ball. Now defended by Clutch. Here's Granger on the money from 12 feet away. Granger's got 20 points.
A nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger. Well, if the Pacers wanted to grab the attention of the league with their postseason play, they certainly did that. They marched through the first 2 rounds.
And compete with anybody. And when you have a defensive anchor like they do in Roy Hibbert, they got a chance to be a championship team.
Muhammad pulls it in. Muhammad's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Good! 9 points for Clutch.
Whatever he has to do.
Ripped away. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the stick.
And kicks to Copeland. Granger, he's covered by Dang. Fades. The shot's good from Granger. Hill dishes to Stevenson. 5 on the clock. Ball's not loose. Hill fires the 3. That's good.
His shooting has been so good
The room and to that team.
Hill gets a screen from Mahimi, and it's Hill penetrating, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
spurs them on. Maybe he sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
Here's Clutch. That's good. Clutch has got 7 now in this quarter.
Get the job done. I want to see who's going to step up.
Clutch, he's in a shooting guard. Carlos Boozer out there with Dang. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Dunleavy in at small forward. Stola kicks to Granger. On the wing, Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Okay, guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play
for Mike Dunleavy.
Bulls had won the Central each of the last 2 seasons, but were unable to make it 3 in a row as the Pacers grabbed the Central Division title last season. Still, considering the injuries, the Bulls had a good run.
The shot's good from Clutch.
We're seeing a shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for them.
And the dunk by Stola. They'd love to get more of those, the easy.
Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Which continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on
in for the Pacers. Paul George comes in for Orlando Johnson. Down low. Here's George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got assist number 9 now. Outside Rose. Back to Boozer. Lock at 6. Here's Clutch. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Clutch has got 20 points.
The offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Hill kicks it to West. Moves back up. Shot's good. Well, a big part of why the Pacers were to look at the Central.
He was down last year. Derrick Rose's injury, but
You had 20 points for the game. Taking on a lot of the scoring load was a major help for your team. Did you feel like you were just in the zone?
No, I wouldn't say I was in the zone at all. Really, all my points were a result of the offense that Coach drew up for the game. I knew that if I kept moving and coming off the screens, I would get the open looks, and then it was just a matter of finishing the play. You have to give credit to the coaching staff and my teammates for setting me up with all those looks before you start sending any praise my way, man.